Hello everyone, Alan's review back here. Today we're reading Drum Girls Dangerous Pie by Jordan Sonnenblick. Dangerous Pie. There's a beautiful girl to my left, another to my right. Hundreds of colored balloons are tethered down behind me, baking in the June sun. I'm wearing a brown gown that's sticking to my sweat-drenched skin, trying to keep my head straight so that my weird square cap doesn't fall off in front of the thousands of people who are watching me. And of course, because of me, I'm spacing out. The questions are just tumbling through my mind. How did I get up here? What have I learned since September? How could my life possibly change so much in only 10 months? I'm not even sure I understand the questions, much less where to begin looking for the answers. I guess a good starting point would be the longest journal I've ever written in English class. This was back in September, when I was pretty sure about life. The topic was the most annoying thing in the world, and we were supposed to write the usual one-page response to it. I sat there for a few minutes, staring at the back of Rennie Albert, who's the hottest girl in the 8th grade, trying to concentrate. Unfortunately, all I could do is concentrate on what was Rennie Albert doing. Rennie Albert. Did I mention she's the hottest girl in the 8th grade? Miss Palmer is always going on and on about brainstorming lists and pre-writing, so I started a list of truly annoying things. Journal assignments, dull pencils, the pencil sharpener smell, Miss Palmer's perfume, why doesn't Rennie Albert ever look at me? Hot girls who never look at skinny geeks, being a skinny geek named Steven. Just then I realized that Miss Palmer was standing behind me, reading over my shoulder. I guess that's why I'm being asphyxiated by her perfume. Thinking fast, I covered up my list, turned to her, and asked Miss Palmer, can the journal be longer than a page? Sure, Stephen, why? What are you thinking about creating here? Creating here? She actually said that. Don't English teachers just slay you? My mom is actually an English teacher, but that doesn't mean I don't find my own English teachers a bit odd. Well, I'm having trouble crafting my prose. I'm sorry, y'all. Prose. Yeah, crafting my prose. Two can play this game. What's your topic? Remember what I always say? FFF stands for form follows function. Don't you know? I want to write about a big topic, and it's not exactly a thing. It's and then it hit me. The most annoying thing in the world is my little brother Jeffrey. Wow, that's an obnoxious topic. Go ahead, if you need extra time, feel free to take the project home tonight as well. Thanks, Miss Palmer. A lot. Anyways, here's what I wrote. Having a brother is horrible. Having any brother would be horrible, I suppose, but having my particular brother Jeffrey is an unrelenting nightmare. It's not because he's 8 years younger than I am, although that's a part of it. How would you like to be a king of the planet for 8 glorious years, and then suddenly get demoted to vice king? It's not because he's cuter than I am, although that's part of it too. I have I have mouse brown cowlicky hair glasses that are about an inch thick, and braces that look like I tried to swallow a train wreck. He has those perfect little kid, chickly white teeth, 20/20 vision, and a little blonde reglets like ones on the angels you see on the posters in art class. It's not even because he hates me. He doesn't. The truth is that he idolizes me, and that's the problem. The kid follows me around like I'm Elvis or something. And while he's being much too cute and following me around, he's also destroys a lot of my stuff, including my self-esteem and my sanity. Take, for example, the dangerous pie incident. Jeffrey has known from an early age that the worst possible thing can he do to me is touch my drum stuff. I have some rules about this. He may not play the drums. He may not pretend the cymbals are shields and he is a knight. He may not hide in the bass drum, and pretty much any pretty much any Jeffrey to drumsticks contact is a massive no-no. But on one fateful afternoon last year, Jeffrey threw the rules out the window. On the tragic day, I came home, said hi to Mom, glugged down some milk, and headed down to the basement to practice. I was in a particularly good mood. I remember because Renee Albert had told me in PE and PM homeroom that she liked my shirt. As this was such a grand occasion, I decided to take the special sticks down from their scattered perch, scared, scattered perch, and use them for my practice pad warm-up. In case you didn't know this, a practice pad is a thick, dense, flat piece of rubber. Usually is glued onto a piece of wood. You practice playing the drums on it because it feels a lot like you're playing a real drumhead. Anyhow, the special drumsticks would be just an ordinary pair of my favorite drumsticks. Regal tip 5As with nylon tips, except they have been autographed by my all-time drum hero, Carter Bayerford. Bayerford of the Dave Matthews Band. I once saved up all my babysitting money for a couple of months. Got 2 tickets to a drum clinic Carter Bayerford was given an hour and a half away in Philadelphia, and I begged my dad to take me for 2 weeks until he finally gave in. At the clinic, during what I like to think of as 2 glorious minutes, Carter Bayerford himself called me up front to demonstrate a double stroke rule. After I did it, he said I had a nice technique and signed my sticks right there in front of a room full of drummers. So I had spent quite a bit of blood, toil, tears, and sweat in order to get the special sticks. But the special sticks weren't on their shelf. Jeffrey! I ran upstairs at the top speed, hoping I would be in time, but knowing that the odds were stacked against me. I burst into the kitchen and found Jeffrey doing his cooking thing on the floor. Pots and pans were everywhere. Don't ask me how. I had somehow not noticed this on my way downstairs the first time, and Jeffrey was stirring some pretend coconut Coconation. Hold on, I gotta. Coconation. I'm sorry, guys. Coconation in the deepest pot of all, with my special sticks. I advanced toward him with what must have been a disturbing gleam of violence in my eye. Jeffrey, give me the sticks! But I'm just cooking. Give me the sticks! But the dangerous pie isn't ready yet. I don't care about your stupid 4-year-old make-believe food. Give me the sticks! But this is real food! And it was. Jeffrey's dangerous pie was a zesty blend of coffee grounds, raw eggs, and their smashed shells, Coke, uncooked bacon, and 3 Matchbox racing cars. The special sticks still smell funny, or maybe should I tell you about the please kill me mom affair. This fiasco happened after my all-city high school jazz band concert last June. Getting into the all-city band is a big deal, especially for a drummer, because there are 6 trumpeters, 5 saxes, 4 trombones, etc., but only 2 drummers. It wasn't even a bigger deal for me last year because I was the first 7th grader drummer ever admitted into the all-city high school band. They even had to send a special van to the middle school just to get me and this girl named Auntie Watson, who's the backup piano player. She's actually really good, but there's this 12-ish grade guy who's been the main pianist since he was a freshman. He is not about to get booted by a middle school girl in his senior year. She's funny and she may be the only kid in the middle school who cares about music the same way I do, but she's also kind of weird. It's like she figured out how to play the Beethoven and the Telenodus monk, but hasn't quite mastered the art of being a girl yet. It's not easy being the youngest guy in the band, by the way. That they make fun of me all the time about my age, my size, my braces, and the way I stick out my tongue when I play. Also, everyone in the band has a cool nickname. When I first found this out at a rehearsal, the other drummer, Brian, was telling me what to call the different people. Who's that? That's the king. Who is he? The duke. Who is she? The princess. What do they call you? The count. What does that make me? How about the peasant? And the name stuck. Anyway, my whole family came out to the concert, and it was awesome. I had this huge drum feature in this Brian Setzer song called Jump, Jive, and Wail. And I nailed the whole thing. I usually practice at least an hour a day on my practice pad and another half an hour on my drum set. Plus I play in the marching band and the jazz group in school. And we had been rehearsing twice a week for all city for a couple of months. And I used to take lessons once a week, so I was playing great that night. So after the concert, my parents and Jeffrey came to the band room. They were all excited and everything, but Jeffrey was bouncing off the ceiling. You're a rock star, Steven. No, I'm a jazz star, Jeffrey. My brother is a rock star. My brother is a rock star. Just then, Rennie Albert stopped right next to us to congratulate her boyfriend. Well, just call him Biff, a sophomore guitarist with a Almergy perfect complexion and muscles like Barry Bonds. Jeffrey saw Renee and started to whirl toward her. She lives around the corner from us, and I guess not even a 4-year-olds are immune to her charms and wills. It seemed to happen in slow motion. Events were just crawling. Yet still I knew I would never have time to run across town to the local zoo, steal an elephant tranquilizer gun, run back and fire it into Jeffrey's buttock before he could blurt out something that would mortify me and destroy my local status forever. Life snapped back into full speed, and Jeffrey shouted, "Hey Renee, my brother is a rock star." As Biff looked on with a sneer, Rennie replied, "Oh, really? I didn't know that." "Yep, he is. Did you see him? His arms were zooming around the drums, just like when he practiced at home in front of the mirror." Steven, practices in front of a mirror? Yeah, it's cool in his underwear, the blue ones, right, Steven? I sagged against my mom's shoulder and muttered, "Please kill me, Mom." My dad tried at the point to control the situation, but now Jeffrey had drawn a little crowd of bandmates who were just waiting to see what else he would reveal about the peasant. "My brother's great. Hey Renee, do you want to hear a joke? What does ICUP spell?" "I give up." "Close the bathroom door. Get it." I tried to end this torment. "Come on, Jeff. It's time to go out for ice cream with Mom and Dad." Just then, Brian chimed in. He had dropped a stick during in the mood and may have been annoyed by the big applause after my solo. "Let him finish, peasant." To which Renee and my mom simultaneously turned to me and burst out, "They call you peasant?" Dear reader, are you still staring to see a pattern here? Miss Palmer gave me an A on the journal entry. She called it droll. So I guess I actually managed to get some use out of Jeffrey's antics before the chaos of this year started. Looking back on those days now, I've been eating the dangerous pie if I could have stopped October from coming. Well, everyone, that's it for right now. By the way, just to let everybody know, no one is perfect at their reading. I'm only in the 6th grade, so I'm probably not going to have a really good reading skills yet. But no one is perfect at their reading. So, your teachers, parents, or even if your friends, if I pronounce a word wrong, let me know down in the comment section. Or either you just practice it yourself and try to see if you can get it right or search it up. But anyway, that's it. I will read the next chapter probably in like a week or so. But yeah, that was Drums, Girls, Dangerous Pie, Jordan Sonnenblick. Love you all. Have a great day.